Yesterday I said I have some juicy news for you in my next news episode, and here I am, my friends, with the freshest, with the juiciest, oven fresh news about premium tanks this time. Yes, 7 premium tanks are going to receive some upgrades. Well, let's just say 5 of them are going to receive some penetration upgrades, but 2 are going to receive some more improvements, AMX CDC included. AMX AMX CDC. Okay, I tried. I don't know why I make myself a target all the time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Welcome back. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the action actually, and let's talk about first, 5 vehicles, or actually 7 vehicles, because they have their skinned versions as well, which are going to receive penetration, standard penetration improvements, which is very, very welcoming. First up, KV5, base shell penetration from 186 up to 196, so 100 extra millimeters of penetration to KV5. Now, talking about KV5, a couple words about that. I would say if it receives 150 extra horsepower to the engine as well, it is not going to make this tank overpowered. It is definitely not going to make this tank overpowered. What it would do, it would make all the OG players who have this vehicle from the very old days, you know, supporting this game from day one, it would make this tank a bit more enjoyable to play, honestly. In nowadays fast-paced world of tanks, I would say if KV5 would receive some love to the mobility, towards the mobility, not like crazy much, you know, just a little bit, tiny touch of love, then this tank would be just amazing, because it has weaknesses, it has some good things. It's a moving fortress. I love KV5. Next up, one of my old OG tanks, IS6/IS6 Black. One of my first favorite premium tanks in this game, which I used to play so much when I first got it. You know, it was one of my only premium tanks, and I played it into pieces basically. Same thing, all the vehicles I'm going to mention, all the first 5 vehicles I'm going to mention are going to receive the same penetration improvement, so from 186 up to 196. IS6, yeah, I believe the penetration was the biggest issue actually right now, especially the standard penetration, trying to make money, you know, them increasing the wargaming, increasing the armor on all the vehicles, and that penetration was just obsolete, basically obsolete. If you wanted to be useful in many battles, you had to tap that 2 key. 112, same penetration upgrade. 112, I don't know, it's honestly not my cup of tea. Maybe it's only because of the gun handling. Maybe some gun handling improvements to 112 would make this better. Same to the WZ111/Alpine Tiger. Gun handling improvements would make this tank a lot more enjoyable for me. IS6, same to the IS6, same to the IS6 Black as well. And finally, in the penetration improvement list, we can find T34 free, who just rolled out with some improvements to the gun handling and some other improvements actually in the previous patch or in this current patch. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was previous, maybe it was current. Anyway, just recently, in the past 1 or 2 months, this tank already has been buffed and now gets some penetration upgrades as well to the standard round, which is going to increase your credit income, because of course the less premium rounds you fire, the better it is for you. Next up, let's talk about the big boys over here, AMX CDC and T34. Let's start with CDC, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, those 3 buffs are the only buffs. Aiming time from 2.2 seconds down to 1.9 seconds. Gun dispersion, turning turret traverse from 0.16 up down to 0.12, and hull movement from 0.2 down to 0.16. Yeah, I was honestly expecting some more things. This is a massive paper tank. By massive paper tank, I mean it is huge. Like, if just go into the garage, you know. You don't even need to own this vehicle. Select it from the comparison tool, for example, and just compare it to some other vehicles. This vehicle is just huge. It is massive. No armor, so I would say it should shine with something. It should, like, something should pop off. Right now, there is nothing. Like, if we compare this vehicle to some of the newly released tanks, it doesn't, you know, shine with anything other than the size, right? Other than that it is CDC, how it looks, and no armor, fast vehicle, right? DPM, I would say. I was honestly hoping to see some DPM improvements. 2057 DPM with 100% crew, or under 2000 DPM actually, like base stat. It is from 2013, 2015, 2014, 2012. Whenever this tank was released, I don't even remember. It has been so long time, okay? We just received a tank which has more armor, has better mobility, is a smaller target, Kampfpanzer 07, and has over 2500 DPM. What is the excuse for AMX CDC having 2000 DPM? But I would say if we bump it up to, let's say, 2250, it would not break the game. It's just my honest opinion, because you still need to be a very, very good player to take the maximum out of it in the first place, you know. And you have to work your ass off, because this tank does not bounce. And like with new HE changes as well, it is going to be even worse. Like with, actually, I didn't even think about that before. With the new HE changes, the entire side is easily penetrable, because right now it has super massive wheels on the side. The side is like super massive, you know, tracks and wheels are super massive. Many times that was blocking the HE rounds, people were constantly firing at this, but no, not anymore after the update 1.13 HE changes. This tank is going to be buffed, and the HE nerf is going to, or the HE changes are going to nerf this tank once again, because now everyone is able to easily penetrate this tank with HE all around the vehicle. Doesn't have to worry about the tracks anymore. All of this is nice, you know, faster aiming time, better gun handling, you know, smaller plume when you move your gun, when you move with your vehicle, but a tiny touch of improvements to the DPM department as well. I would say it is not going to break the game, because as I said before, it still needs skill. It does not forgive you any mistakes. You make one mistake in this tank, you get penetrated. You get punished for this, for your mistakes, big time in this tank. So, but let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Maybe you think this tank should be nerfed even more, you know. You never know. But finally, let's talk about D34/D34 Black Friday edition, which is going to receive some long-awaited buffs to the mobility. First up, gun dispersion during hull movement and traverse from 0.28 down to 0.25, so your gun stays more accurate while you are moving. Plus turret rotation actually quite a bit. That was buffed quite a bit from 0.22 down to 0.16 percentage-wise. That's a big jump, guys. And now engine power 810. Up from 810 up to 930, 120 extra horsepower. Yes, please. Oh boy. Mobility was one of the reasons why I do not like to play with D34 anymore. It's just, you know, it has other mistakes, other flaws, but mobility just made it even worse, in my humble opinion. Turret traverse was improved from 18 to 24 degrees per second, so extra 6 degrees actually, and hull rotation was made 4 degrees faster from 22 up to 26 degrees per second. So mobility improvements and gun handling improvements. Gun handling improvements seems to be the biggest trend right now, how they are buffing other premium tanks as well. Once again, same question about D34. If we are talking about base values, it has very low DPM, you know, 1600 DPM, but it has 400 alpha damage, high penetration, 248 millimeters of penetration is fantastic in tier 8 on a tier 8 heavy tank, you know. 3.2 second aiming time is horrendous, so maybe tiny touch of love towards the DPM, like extra 200 DPM points. maybe 3-second aiming time instead of 3.2, and this tank would be quite a meta vehicle again, maybe, because it has its own niche right now, you know, hull down, turret, all those things. It can be, like, occasionally, it can be very annoying tank to deal with, honestly, but sometimes you think, oh, thank God that guy was playing with the T34, easy target, right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below, where you can also find like button, dislike button, subscribe button, and link to my Twitch stream, actually, twitch.tv/Dezrng. While you are watching this video, most likely I am live right now on twitch.tv, and we are doing some drops. We are dropping some repair kits, a premium day as well, especially awesome for free-to-play players, and a free 2D style as well, simply by watching if you have all the accounts connected correctly. So I get you there, or I get you in my next video. Up to you. I love you all. Stay awesome, stay sexy, take care, and bye.